So I've been looking into the industrial foregoing mod, and maybe, possibly, slightly, absolutely have gotten a bit carried away with it. I want to get an Inferium farm set up, automated of course, the hell will I be doing any work, but I need tier 4 range add-ons to complete it. I'm at the point now where I'm basically just waiting on my very primitive latex setup to actually make some liquid latex to use. We're getting there, don't get me wrong, but the whole system is, well, it's incredibly inefficient and incredibly slow, but this is going to be like magic once we get those add-ons. I have the range add-ons, now to install them. So this is going to take the working area of the plant gatherer from the one block in front right to the entirety of the farm, and pretty much the same with the sower down here. That should expand out to all the edges. Great. And we'll plug in our Inferium seeds, which that should automatically populate once we give it some power. Yes, there they go right now. I gave you 5 of them, thank you. Now, does my little squat trick work here to grow them? Oh, hell yes. And they have just been scooped up by the plant gatherer. There's some Inferium essence, and the seeds have been redistributed right back into the sower, which if I just keep squatting here, that's them away. Okay, even more essence. Perfect. It's a bit basic, but that's the Inferium farm pretty much now set up. Easy resources soon to follow. Anyways, little side projects aside, we've got bigger issues to tackle today, filled with danger, lava, piglins, and electro swing. Cue the music. Let's go to hell, baby. We need obsidian for the portal, of course, but fortunately, somewhere just in the distance there, I do see a broken nether portal. We've been fortunate enough to come across at least some blocks, but not enough. And I think it's about time that we make ourselves a diamond pick. Similar to heaven, I know roughly where in the nether I'd like to set hell up from, which creating a portal here isn't ideal. So we'll use this just to grab some obsidian, and before I do head back, I am curious as to what this structure is here. That looks like an ominous banner, so we have a little camp with spawners in it. Oh, this is mine colonies based. These are barbarians. Oh, nice. Do we have any loot? Yes, we certainly do. I will grab this before I am murdered. This looks a good enough place to make the portal. Let's light it and see where we spawn. Hopefully nowhere too dangerous. A crimson forest. That's alright. Actually, it's more than alright, because where I want to set up hell is just over here. So that's not too bad. We don't really have too far to travel. Hello, little hoglins. I do not miss you. For hell and the crimson keep style that it'll be made from, we basically need a hell of a lot of flat open space. And the area that I've chosen isn't really the best location, but at least it is somewhat flat for us to use. Oh, gold. Well, flat-ish, and I think ish is the best that we're going to be able to manage, because here's the future home of hell right in front of us. Oh, this is going to go so badly. I can't wait. Yes, aside from building on top of lava, which I think would be a very, very poor decision, the kind of flats that we have over here, these basalt flats, I think are the flattest area that we could build on top of. Smooth basalt for absolute days though. This is an ash barrens biome, which already is maybe proving to be a bit problematic. Oh great, no bed. We are back on the island, and we've got a little bit of travelling to do before we do get back to heaven. Although if we could create another nether portal around here, I would like to see how close to hell we are from this point. Yeah, I think we could maybe sort something here. Okay, great. That's actually incredibly handy. Let's go back through. Yeah, we were incredibly close to it. Ideal. And I do see our next issues ahead. Basically, we just need to get over here, get ourselves tucked away somewhere safe, and once we establish a supply camp, we should be pretty much good to go. Getting over here and not instantly mauled is certainly going to be the issue. And of course, parachuting piglins from the big keep across the way. Wasn't really anticipating that, but that's also going to be an issue. I tell you what, let's maybe just make a little hidey hole here just now, and I may use free cam to just scout around. So this of course is going to be a major obstacle in our way. We will eventually need to get in and tear it down, or build around it. That's probably the safer method. We have another bastion in front, which it's the same principle, but apart from that, this area doesn't look the worst. Kinda. It's flat, it's open, it's what we need. So let's get the other supply camp then and see if we can use it. Select a style, and of course this is going to be the Crimson Keep style. So we'll try place a supply camp then, and the game will go into free cam so that you can see what the supply camp looks like. Yes, this is the Crimson Keep's supply camp. Now you can maybe see why we needed such a flat area. So the Crimson Keep style is a modular one, very similar to the fortress style. The builds and decoration are meant to be connected to each other, which again is why we needed big open flat space. Our first major task that we're going to need to solve is finding that space to place the supply camp down onto, which does mean that we'll need to fill up or get rid of all of the lava pools. The starting location for this thing is going to set how the rest of the colony will eventually look. So we won't be able to stick it down just anywhere. We will actually need to think a little bit about this. Make sure that we are going to have just enough room to expand out all around it. Although honestly, with that being said, somewhere around there could possibly work. Oh, I didn't even realise we had a fortress right on our doorstep there as well. Oh, holy crap. So I think where I've got it placed down here at the moment maybe could work, so we're about centre there. That gives us plenty of room to either side to build on, loads of room in front, which is mainly where we're going to build. So what I'm going to do is just come under the edge of it and we'll build up. So this is where the thing will come out to. So we have the four corners placed down then. Everything within that area we are now going to need to get rid of, which of course is going to be a lot simpler said than done. And what the hell is that? Oh, something's under the lava. Oh, perfect. Oh, this is going to be fun. I can already tell. Not that it's going to be incredibly helpful until I go back to heaven, but I am going to put a waystone here, and this of course will be hell. So we do now have a very easy access down here to hell and up to heaven as well. And my curiosity is really getting the better of me. What the hell was that thing tunneling over here? Yeah, I don't really want to get too close. Has it maybe stopped? Although that was the sound of another paratrooping piglin coming in. Yep, one just landed beside me. Hello chap, I would really rather you not. Okay, so this is definitely going to be an issue. Okay, note to self, don't let him touch you. And I think he's lost interest in me. Holy crap. I think that's the area pretty much then cleared. Well, there's only real one way to find out. Let's see if we can go ahead with it. Oh, we can. Brilliant. Excellent. I was expecting a lot of issues there. But there's the Crimson Keep supply camp now down. And I think it looks okay placed there. I mean, really only time will tell. I'll let future Agita worry about that if it's not. Let's have a little look around. So we have some signs here telling us about some of the buildings. We have a lot of combined buildings by the looks of it. So the house has guard towers in it. Warehouse has couriers. I'm getting attacked by magma cubes. Yeah, the warehouse has couriers. Forester has a sawmill. La-di-da-di-da. Lots of buildings have other buildings integrated into them, which is ideal. I love those type of builds. We have even more signs on the other side. Magma cube, seriously. Everything is hitting so bloody hard. What the hell is a capture card? Welcome to Crimson Keep, a style better suited for anywhere but the Nether. This is a modular design. Tiles are meant to be placed together with no overlap or gaps, and the door should be aligned if we've done it correct. Okay, some interesting information there. I don't necessarily know what it all means yet, but I suppose we will find out once we start constructing things. There's another sign there. The town hall goes here. And just to get away from all of that madness down that side, what do we have at the back here? We have a little furnace room by the looks of it, and a bed. Oh, that's going to be handy. There's a stash with a chest and authorized personnel only. Loads of moss blocks, carpets and wheat seeds in here. Interesting. Oh, and redstone inside with some mobs who probably shouldn't be here. On the other side we have a post box which says bone meal goes in, moss comes out. Well, that's probably not a great start. Thank you, guest. I was just going to have a little look into this postbox here and put some bone meal that I've got in it. The block is missing its respective building. Does that not exist? Well, that was really stupid. It's gone into the item hopper. Let's put some bone meal in too and see what this contraption is going to do. I suppose I can always just go down here now. Yeah, that ghast may have things then. Well, we have another schematic of the supply camp, and this is the redstone contraption at the back there. I think we maybe are missing some redstone at the very back. There's a comparator that I don't see in our build. Yep, I think that's maybe fallen down into the lava here, so maybe that's why this thing isn't working. Oh, I found the postbox actually. It's in the dropper just here. Okay, so we need to get a comparator put down there. I mean, I feel a bit cheated out there on the grounds that we didn't have a comparator, so for argument's sake, now we do. And that's in there, and things seem to be happening on top. Oh, I see how this works. So we do just have a moss generator. When it's working, which I'm not sure if it is working or not, no, that probably isn't supposed to come off. Well, I think I fixed the redstone because that does seem to be functioning now, and the moss blocks and all the other goodies are just simply stored here. Okay, I get the feeling we're going to require a lot of moss for this build. In the chest at the back, we've got room for some of the garbage that I've collected. Some very handy tree saplings, which will be interesting to grow down here. Of course, we have our town hall block. Oh, and some calipers. I do enjoy some calipers. You will need a lot of these. A lot of books, Sirloin and Hugh Jackman. Well, I think I'm just going to try hide down here. Oh yeah, my squatting grows things. And we will see about getting the town hall up then. This is an interesting interface. Everything comes under the keep icon there, and the hut is where we're going to find the town hall right down the bottom. So this is the Crimson Keep town hall at level 1. This, alongside pretty much every other build in this style, is basically just a giant cube. A giant cube with some entrances and exits. Oh crap, this is going to take a hell of a lot of cobblestone. 6,714 cobblestone to be precise. Aye. Right, okay, what do we look like then at level 5? Pretty much the same, just with a different form of stone. Oh, and its interior looks a bit better decorated, I suppose. Loads of deep slate bricks, red nether bricks, and waxed exposed copper. I mean, at first glance, it's a pretty uninteresting building. It is just a giant cube. But once you get more added onto it and get the whole modular effect going, this is going to look so incredibly impressive. But we are miles away from that, so let's get it back to level 1 and let's then see if we can get it placed down somewhere here. Now, I have played around with the Crimson Keep just a little bit to kind of get my bearings with it, and although this style is meant to have no gaps or overlap, I'm pretty sure that the town hall actually comes a bit further over, so that this cobblestone matches up with the cobblestone of the supply camp. therefore creating no gap between them. I believe this to be correct, and I'm just going to go ahead with it. So let's see if we can establish the town hall. And at least once we get some form of mine colony building up, then the ghast shouldn't be able to destroy things. These poor idiots going to get spawned into the world. They have no idea the world of hurt that they're really in for. Right, this is the important bit. So we're already administrating a settlement at heaven. If we do want to have yet another colony here, we're either going to need to destroy heaven or step down as the owner of heaven. So before we step down as the owner of heaven, what I'm going to do is go back to heaven and just make sure that all the settings are set so that officers can do the same thing. Can do the same thing as owners. So let's teleport back to heaven and quickly sleep. Hello chaps, long time no see. Oh, clearly they're all hungry. I will deal with that later. So in permissions, let's see what officers can do. So I'm pretty much going to turn everything here so that it's the same settings as owners, which that does now seem to be the case, so I think we're good to go back to hell. And now within hell's interface, we are going to abandon the old colony. So yes, let's abandon heaven. And we're going to call this one hell. Perfect. So we are now the proud owners of hell. Idiots may or may not be able to spawn in there, but honestly, if they can't, that's probably a better thing at the moment. And by the looks of it, everything is absolutely still fine here in heaven, so long as I can come in and do things, which I do seem to be able to. Excellent. We are now in control of heaven and hell. And we just got the message there that citizens cannot arrive at hell because there's not enough space. That's exactly what we want. Holy crap. Holy crap. Yep, that's exactly what we want because, well, I don't really need to explain why. So the next thing to sort is getting a builder's hut established. A giant square build at level 1, which we will attach onto the town hall somewhere. Only 1500 cobblestone required for it. Level 5, more of the same. I've just had a thought that these thumbnails are pretty much all going to look the same for hell. All of them bloody cubes. Well, just before we do get the builder's hut down, I'm hoping to get close enough to the town hall here where I can see its silhouette. Oh, of course not. Let's maybe choose a citizen style for down here actually. Either undead or Hellenic. Probably Hellenic. There's a piglin wandering around there with a very loud musical backpack. So the town hall has this very large entrance to it from the supply camp. And at the back of it, we've got 4 openings for an entranceway or an exit, plus 1 to either side of it. But the top 2 holes here are the only way that you can make it in to the top floor of the town hall, and therefore get access to the town hall block. So what we are going to do to begin with is we're going to make some stairs, a connecting stairs that will take you from the bottom floor right up to the top. The stairs are, and you guessed it, also a cube shape, which look just a bit fancier at level 5. These little doorway decorations are what connects to the other doorways of this modular build, so as long as they connect up, we have connected everything together properly. So we'll see about lining this up then. I'll go down 1, and I think that looks alright. This is the main town hall, which you will then go through here into a stairwell, which will then take you up and onto the second floor. I think that looks okay. So sure, let's assign a builder that. And we're going to do the exact same thing just right beside it, except I'm going to mirror that and we'll turn it around, get it into place. So we now have a nice easy way from the bottom floor to the top floor to the town hall block. Let's get the builder's hut into place next, which will sit to the side there, just off from the stairwell. And that means you can come straight in, even go upstairs into this build onto the second floor, and we have the builder's hut right here. And we'll go with a little bit of symmetry and get a second builder's hut placed in, again just off of the stairwell. Excellent, that's 2 builder's huts placed in, this one sitting so very nicely as well, and we do have an idiot apparently, although no one has yet spawned in properly. Let's go ahead and build at least one of these builder huts, and I'm going to need a clipboard and a resource scroll just to keep check of things and get away from that. Well, I already know we need a shit ton of cobblestone for these builds, and the dogs are starting to hassle me for their afternoon walk, so I'm gonna break here for now, grab some cobblestone and other materials, and we'll pick up from here next time.